So last class we have discussed about the document types and everything, how the number ranges are going to work. For every document type, we are assigning a number range. So when I go into the just overview on the last session, what we have done here. If I come to the document types, okay, so we have discussed about the document types and everything. Okay, what is the document type? How it is going to play the major role for posting of any documents, and what is the importance of the document type, and how we are assigning the number ranges for a document type. We have gone through all the things we have discussed about that. Now, if you see here, when you come to the document types, okay, so we have to define the document types, and here we have one more also, define the document types in Ledger. So what is the difference between here? What is the difference between why we need to define the document types and what is here? The second option is there, define the document types in Ledger. So when you go back, we discussed about two types of ledgers. Okay, three types. Okay, there are totally three types of ledgers. Are there? One is OL, which we call it as the leading ledger, and we have a non-leading ledger called as N1 or something like N2, and we have one more ledger also. We can I need to explain on this. Okay, so that is called as extension ledger. We call it as the extension ledger. Now, the document types which you are going to be defined and assigning the number ranges when you come to the step number one, which is called as the defined document type. This is completely purely to the for the leading ledger, not for the non-leading ledger and not for the extension ledger. Very, very important. That is purely for the leading ledger. Now, I'll take one example now. I'm posting an expense. Okay, I'm posting something called as, okay, so rent expenses, rent account. Okay, so which is getting debited, and we are going to be calling it as a cash or bank account. Okay, very good. Okay, so this is the account I'm posting now. So this account will become the debit and this account will become the credit. So this is the normal practice what we are going to do in our regular. Okay, so when you post this document, very, very important, all these four document types, all these four ledgers have been assigned to the same company code. If I take a company code 1710, all these four ledgers have been assigned to the same company code. Okay, so all these four ledgers are assigned to the same company code. So yes, now what is happening? System will post the document for all the ledgers. If I go and open the document after posting, so I'll see the document has got posted to the OL. The document will be posted to N1, N2, and E1. Why? Because in the last class I discussed that, okay, so the non-leading ledgers will inherit the documents from the leading ledger. So whatever the documents you're posting to the leading ledger will get inherited to the non-leading ledgers and the extension ledger. Now for all the ledgers, the document type will be only one. The document type will be only the one. So what is the document type here? This is a GL document type. GL document type, which we call it as the SA. SA is nothing but GL document type, which is a general ledger. Now, I'll go to the SAP now. Let me open one document. So I'll go to FB03 transaction where we can see the documents. I'm giving the company code, and also I'll give the 2020 financial year. So I'll go to the list and I'll give the selected parameters that I want to see only the document types with the ledger, okay, which is going to be posted to the document type SCA. Now, if I see here, there are three documents are there. There are three documents are there. Okay, series 00, series 001, and series 002. So all these documents are posted in the same fiscal year, that is 2020. Now for the company code is same. Okay, now if I open the document, if I double click on the document, I'll go to the overview on the document. Okay, so here you can see here, there is a concept called as header. Okay, if you click on this hat, you can see for which document type the document has posted. Here the document type has posted to the SCA. Very, very important, my dear friends. Very, very important. It has got posted to SA. Okay. So this is for any concept. Okay, so how many ledgers? So if I move from the entry view to the ledger view, and here I see the document type OL, and it has got posted to the same, okay, for the SCA. Now if I change it to another non-leading ledger, for example, there is a non-leading ledger, we call it as a 2L. Now here the non-leading ledger, even for it is also the document type is going to be the same. So the header level, the document type is going to be the same for all the ledgers. Now If I come here, the second option, which we are going to be calling it as a defined document types in ledger. In ledger is nothing but whenever I'm posting any ledger, apart from apart from the leading ledger, it is only specifically for the non-leading ledgers only, not for the leading ledger. For the leading ledger, this is the document type. For the non-leading ledger and for the extension ledger, if you want to have a specific document type, which you want to define for all the non-leading ledgers and the extension ledger, then you need to come to define document types in ledger. So that is the reason SAP is providing you two options. Don't confuse. The first one is for the leading ledger and the second one is for the non-leading ledger. Hey Mahesh, do one thing. We don't want any separate document types for the non-leading ledger. Can I leave this field as an empty? Means can I leave this setting as an empty? I don't want to do any settings for the non-leading ledger. Nothing to worry. Okay, you can ignore this setting. But if you want to have a specific number range, but if you want to have a specific document type for the non-leading ledgers, then I need to come to this step. Very, very important. Now I'm coming here. It will only bring down only the non-leading ledgers. If I go to the search help also, see here. If you see all the settings here, there is no leading ledger. See here. If you see here, there is no leading ledger. There is no OL. Means you cannot define a separate document type for the ledger, for the leading ledger. So for example, if I'm taking a 2L, so this is a non-leading ledger. Now if I press enter, now you can see here, I'll go to the position and I'll give the document type SCA. Document types are defined, okay, very, very important. I'll give the document type SCA. Now, before this, okay, now I'll give the document type SCA and press enter. Now, what is the number range I have assigned here? See here, 70. 70 is the number range. And here, what is the ledger? 2L. Ledger is going to be the 2L. Now let me take like this. Okay, so 2L is going to be the 70. Now if I go back, if I come to the step number 1, if I come to the SCA, same SCA, if I press enter, now select and go to the details. Now here the number range is going to be the 01. See the difference here. So at the leading ledger level, the number range is going to be the 01. So I'm going to be putting like this. Now, if I put a OL, the leading ledger level, the number range we have assigned to the SCA is going to be the 01. But when I take a non-leading ledger, which we call it as a 2L, here it has been assigned with 70. 70 means document type is going to be the same for both of them. Document type will be the same for both of them. But when you're posting any document, so I posted this document, rent account to cash or bank account. Here the document number will come as something like whatever the number ranges you have been assigned. So if I go here, if I shift to OL, what is the number range it has come? The number range it has come as 10000, means the first number. Now if I go to the 2L, it is also going to be assigned with the same. Okay, that is what exactly. But when I'm posting a 2L, when the documents are displayed with the another ledger, which is called as a non-leading ledger, I want to have a different document numbers here. Then what I have to do here? Then I need to come here. Then I need to come to the setting, go back. For non-leading ledgers, I want to have a different document type number ranges. So I'll take the 70, same 70 people have taken as the same 70. Now, what is the number range you have assigned to the 70? What is the number range intervals? Okay, I'll copy this. And here you need to come to the defined document number ranges. So defined document number ranges. So which company? Coach 1710. Now if I click on the insert interval for 70, what is the number range they have assigned? If I come down 70. For 2000, see here, 70 for 2020. Okay, we are coming out with 7 lakh series. So what do you want? What exactly we have understood over here? So for the leading ledger, I want a separate number range, and for the non-leading ledger, I want a separate number range. So here we are going to be defining the number ranges here. Here we are going to be defining the number ranges for the leading and for the non-leading ledger. That's what, if I go into the text here, assign the number range to the document type for the non-leading ledgers. Very, 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 very important. Okay. Here you make the settings specify the document type for the posting for the this is only for the non-leading ledgers and extension ledgers. Okay. So for the document type SX, closing posting, that is nothing but closing posting. Ledger L2, number range is 91. For SX, closing posting for L3, the number range is going to be the 92. So like this. So what I'm going to do here, if the client wants, I want a separate number range for the leading ledger and for the non-leading ledger, then you need to define both the things. Then you need to define both the things. Then if the client says that, no, Mahesh, I don't want the separate number range. I want only one single number range for all the postings. Then no need to define the separate number ranges for the ledger, for the non-leading ledger. One is enough. That is to define the leading ledgers and make the postings over here.
So Mahesh, what is the norm usually? Like, do most of the companies keep it the same, or do they prefer having separate?
They'll go for separate. Easy for reporting purpose for them. If I give the same thing means it will be something like they have to do extra assignment, that they have to download everything to an Excel sheet and they have to filter based on the ledger wise. If I give separate number ranges means, okay, 1 lakh series is for the leading ledger and 7 lakhs is for the non-leading ledger. So easily I can identify. Clear?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, and here, okay, here we are defining the document number. Here we are defining the document types. If you want to create any new document type, we can create here and directly we can assign the number range. Directly we can assign the number range. Directly we can assign the number range here. We have the number range information. I'll go to the company code and I can assign the number ranges directly. But instead of going to this bar directly, we have a separate transaction for the defining the number ranges. If you know what is the number range which have been assigned to SCA, for example, if I know what is the number range which have been assigned to the SCA, that is 01. The 01 will be the universal. Okay, so for SCA, if you know the number range, no need to come to the document types for defining the number ranges. Directly there is one more step is there. Okay, another alternative has been given from the SAP, that is called as the defined document number ranges. Defined document number ranges. You can use the transaction code called as / FBN1 is the transaction code. You can use FBN1. So when you use the FBN1, it will directly take you to this path actually. Defined document number ranges, FBN1. So if I come here, see here directly, no need to come through the document types. Directly I can go and I can insert the intervals. So this is how the number ranges and the document types are going to be defined. Now here one more option is there which is called as a copy to company code. So whenever you want to copy any number ranges to a company code, you have created a new company code, something like you have gone for a rollout project, you have created a new company code, or maybe something like something like you are acquiring any other company, you are creating something like, I want to copy the number ranges. So if you want to copy, instead of creating everything, I can also have the copy here. So which number ranges you want to copy? Okay, so 01 for example. 01 2020 from which company code to which company code? From 1710 company code to, for example, I'm telling, okay, it is for 1810. I created a new company code called as 1810. So from 1710 company code to 1810, easily you can copy here. So no need of separately. Some people, what they will do without knowing this, again, they'll go to the defined document number ranges. They will use the 1810 company code and they will go to the insert intervals and they'll copy each and everything because they doesn't know how to copy. But it is easy, very easy that no need to define. Directly you can copy all the number ranges also, not only 01. If you give 01 to 99, all the number ranges will be copied. So it's a very easy job. It's a fraction of seconds, not in a minutes also. In the same way, normally when you come here, if you see here, if I see the number range 01, it has been defined for 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, like this here, for example. Now let us assume that now we are in the final. Okay, now we are in the 2019 ending. 2019 ending. Now we are entering into the 2020. I want to extend the number ranges from 2019 to 2020 now, because we are entering into the new financial year 2020. So just go back here, copy to fiscal year, copy to fiscal year, come to this step. Same thing, company code is 1710, and which number range you want to copy to the new fiscal year? 01 to all the number ranges. I want to copy all the number ranges because I can copy here. So which company, okay, which source fiscal year? This is not a company code. Which source fiscal year? From 2019 to 2020. This is what exactly we do in the year-end closing activity. This is we'll give in the year-end closing activity. So when you are completing your 2019 year, you are entering into the 2020. This is the first step we have to do. Why? Because if you are not going to extend, the postings will not be happen for the 2020 from the month of January, the day one. So you have to extend the number ranges from 2019 to 2020. That is the reason you can see here. If I come and see here, already this has been extended here. Okay, all the number ranges have been extended to the 2020 here. You can see here the 01 2020 has been extended like this. So what happened if the 2020 is not extended? So the postings cannot be happened to 2020. So normally this activity we'll do in the year-end closing activity. In the year-end, once you complete your year-end closings, okay, so we'll extend the number ranges. In the last week of your December, you will do all this called as posting up year-end closing activities over there.
Yeah, Mahesh.
Sir.
If these are not done or something, is there any message it will issue?
No, it will issue the message, sir. It will issue the message the document number range 01 is not extended to 2020.
Okay, thank you.
Why? Because here, when we come here, when we are posting any transactions like F-02, normally what we will do, you will give the date 01/01/2020, you will give the date here. So give the date and you are giving the period also. Period is nothing but a January period, first period. So then the system will think that, okay, January is the first period for the year of 2020 because you are given the date as 2000, because the first period is to January. But you are not extended the number ranges for January. The 2020 itself, not forget about January, for 2020, then the system issues the message. Clear,
okay.
all of you?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now, I'll go to a document. Now I'll go to one document. For example, this is the document. As a layman, okay, as a layman, I don't know SAP, but you're showing this transaction. I'm an auditor for your company. Let us assume that I'm an auditor for your company. So, yes, I can easily, okay, I can tell that, okay, to the auditor, this is the debit account, this is the credit account, this account has got debited, this account has got credited. But as an auditor, I know what is the debit and I know what is the credit by identifying DR and CR. DR is nothing but debit, CR is nothing but credit. But here, I'm seeing a different posting keys over here. In SAP, all the credit and debit postings are identified with the posting keys. Please make a note of this. In SAP, for all the account types, we have different account types are there. Last class, if you see here, we have different account types. S is for the general ledger, K is for the vendor, D is for the customers, A is for the assets. Like this, we have different account types are there. For every account type, for every GL account type, for every vendor account type, every account type, we have a different posting keys are there. We call it them as the posting keys. Posting keys are there. For general ledger, whenever you're posting any transactions in SAP related to the GL, means the rent expenses account is a GL account and the cash or bank account is a GL account. So the rent expenses is getting debited. So how do you know how SAP is a domain of whatever the posting key we give, it will accept. So what is the posting key you are using for the rent expenses for the debit 40? It's a universal. And what is for credit? It is a 50. Wherever you find the 40, it is a GL debit. Wherever you find the 50, it is a GL credit. In the same way, we have a different posting keys for the vendor, because in the vendor, if you see here, the vendor will be like we are going to be having vendor invoices, vendor payments, vendor credit memos, like with different posting, like the customer and for the assets also. So I'll go to the posting keys now. So here it is the 40 and 50. So the rent expense, electricity and utility as debited and the petty cash account has got credited. So there are two line items, line item 1 and line item 2. Line item 1 is a debit line item Line item 2 is a credit line item. So we have only 2 line items. And for any credit, you can see there is a minus symbol. There is a minus symbol you can see here. For debit, there will be no minus symbol here. See, easily you can identify. But let me explain you the concept in a detailed way now. So here you come the posting keys. Define the posting keys. So posting keys are the control indicators of FI. Please make a note of this is a certification question. Posting keys are control indicators for FI. Posting keys are control indicators for FI. What does it mean that? Okay. Now I'm coming to the posting key. I'll go to F-02. Now /N F-02. I'm posting a transaction today. Okay, 28/01/2020. So SCA is the document type. Just now we discussed about SCA. The number ranges are defined at the document type level. Okay, so now the 01 is the first period. Okay, now I'm entering a transaction. Now 40. I'm giving the posting key as a 40. Now you can see here. So is it a mandatory that first every time you have to give 40? We cannot go for the credit as you wish. If you want to credit the first account, you can give the credit account. If you want to debit the first account, you can do the debit account. It is not a mandatory that I had to give the debit first and the credit second, and the credit first and the debit second. No, its concept is going to be the defined. Okay. Now I need to enter the debit account. I tell you what is the account number because still we are not entered into the GL. So I'm giving the debit account. I'm debiting this account. How do I know this is the debit account? Because I'm giving the debit posting key. I'm giving a debit posting key. If I press enter, I came to the debit screen. Here you can see here line item 1. That is the debit account. You're debiting. That is the 40 is nothing but debit posting key. So here we can see here amount, tax code, okay, the cost centers, and what is the tax you are providing. You're debiting this particular account with how much amount? With $1,000 USD like that. So this is called as a debit screen. If you enter the credit posting key, then it will be coming as a credit posting key. But first we have entered the debit posting key. Now I am into the debit screen. I'm entering all the fields which are going to be the required amount, text, cost center, and everything which is going to be required. Now I'll come to the concept now. So these are the posting keys. You can see here, these all are going to be called as the posting keys. No need to worry. If you want to create a new posting key, also we can create a new posting key. It depends upon the requirement. But as far as I concern, 99.9% all the posting keys are standard SAP defined. We don't get an opportunity. We don't get a chance to create a new posting key in any project actually. So all posting keys are available, so it will meet your requirements. Definitely. Now, there is a doubt here. There is a small doubt here. How do the SAP know this is the debit and this is the credit posting key? How do the SAP knows? So if I come to 40 and 50, for example, I'll take 40, I'll take the 50. 40 is always called as a debit entry. You're debiting the GL account, all GL accounts. If you give the vendor account, customer account, something like that, it will not take. 50 is nothing but which is called as a credit entry, credit and the GL account. So by knowing this, the SAP knows that this is a credit and debit or something like in the backend, you're giving some parameters. Okay.
Yeah,
now
we might need to give the backend.
Yes, exactly. Because this is only the text we are providing. This is only the text. Now I'm selecting the 40. And if we click on the details or something like we called it the choose. Okay, now if I go into the choose, now you can see here. The first one is called as the debit and credit indicator. As a universal 40 is always called as a debit by because we have selected the debit radio button. This is called as the radio button. Radio button can be selected with any one option, not for a multiple. These are the check boxes. Check boxes can be selected for multiple. You can see I selected all the check boxes, but when you see the radio buttons, these are the round ones or radio buttons. The radio buttons can be selected with only with one option, not for multiple options. Remember, please. Now, if I see the radio button has been selected for the debit account, not for the credit account. It is only for the debit, means it is a debit. Mahesh, if I change it to credit, then 40 will become the credit, not a debit. Even though text is showing as a debit entry, but the 40 will play as a role of credit, not as a debit. Text doesn't matter. Text you can give anything, but here the debit and credit indicators are going to be the very, very important for me. What is account type? For which account type you want to, you are telling to the SAP is a debit account. It is for the GL. Here, I selected it for the GL. It is not for a customer, not for a vendor, not for assets, not for a material. It is for the GL. This is not the sales related actually. This is only the general related. That is GL posting. It is not a sales related. So other attributes, I'm not selecting the special GL. The reversal posting key always will be the 50 only. The reversal posting key for 40 is the 50. For 50, it is the 40. Means debit account is equal to credit and credit account is equal to debit. So the reversal posting key for the 40 is going to be the 50. Now, I'll tell you. Mahesh, this account has wrongly posted, Mahesh. I posted wrongly. Actually, instead of $100, I posted $1,000. I made it as the wrong. Okay. I made it as a wrong entry. Now my general manager is asking me to cancel this document. You cannot, once a document has posted, if you see here, once any document has posted here, like this, for example, if I'm posting any document, instead of 100, I given the $1,000. Now, if I want to change any document, for example, if I'm coming to FB03 after posting the document, there is change option is there. See here, the display and change option is there. If I come to the change mode, I cannot change the amount here. You can see here, the amount has been freezed out. The GL account has been freezed out. I cannot change the tax code, everything. Only I can change the text here, but doesn't matter. Okay. But I want to change that amount here. How to change this amount? This is wrongly posted. Actually, this document has wrongly posted. Instead of $1,000, I posted with $100. Very, very important here. Then what should I do? You have to cancel this document and post a new document. There is no other option. Actually, you cannot change the amount or the account number once the document has posted. So what the concept we are going to be calling, the concept we call it as a reverse. Now you have to completely reverse this document. Which document I have to reverse? You have to reverse this document number. Completely you have to nullify this document number. It has wrongly posted actually. So when I reverse this document, means you're reversing means you're nullifying this document. When I'm reversing this document number, automatically what is happening here, the debit will become the credit, rent account, and the credit will become the debit. Okay, now it will become a 40. This is what exactly I call it as a cash or bank account. Okay. Now I nullify this document now. Now this document has got nullified because I reversed this document. Now this document is nullified now. Okay, now this document is completely nullified because I reversed it and I nullified, and whatever the changes I want to make, I'll make a changes and post a new document with $100 or with $1,000, whatever maybe. So in SAP,
Mahesh,
yes, ma'am.
so this is true for any client. Like once you do a journal entry, it can never be deleted. Like any account, not just like the GL account.
You are right. You are absolutely right.
Oh wow, that's so different.
So
because usually, like in accounting field, you know, when we use different softwares, we can always go and delete the entries. Like
what I tell you here, why we cannot delete here. For example, I'll tell you one example now. Okay, now I'll tell you one example. Now you are taking a 01 as a number range. Okay, now you're taking for 2020. So now if I come here, I assign the number ranges from 1002. Example I'm telling. If I come here, 1000 to 1100. Example I'm taking like this. Already you posted about 100010 document. 10 documents already posted in SAP. You already posted 10 documents. Okay, right. I'll put it like this. So this is document number 1. This is document number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Example. Okay, this is the document number 1. You already posted. These all the documents are posted in SAP. Okay, mean to say that you have posted all the documents in SAP. This is the 4, and this is the 5, 6, and 7, and 8. Okay, now if we see here, This document number has wrongly posted. Example, I'm telling this is the document number. Assume that this is the document number which has wrongly posted in SAP. I'll make it as okay, something like okay, I'll make it as a red color. Okay, now okay. This document has wrongly posted in SAP. If you are deleting this document, if you have an option to delete this particular document, if you are deleting this document completely from the SAP, means there is a gap is there. Then the auditor is going to ask me, where is the document number 5 out from the total 8? Okay, there is no document number 5. You can, okay, where is the document number 5? I deleted it. Why you deleted? It is wrongly posted. Where is the proof? Then you are going to catch it out. So never in any accounting or something like that, you will never tear any page in the voucher book and throw it in a dustbin. You will fold the paper and you will write on it, it is wrongly posted, and keep it as a voucher like that. Because tomorrow if any auditors are coming, you have to show that. The same thing in SAP also, any document you have posted, you are not supposed, SAP will not allow you to delete the document. Instead, you can reverse the document and you can have the proof over here. See, for example, I'll take one example. Okay, I'll take one example. Now, this is the document wrongly posted. Example, wrongly posted. You can see here 40 electricity bill and 50 is going to be there. Now this is wrongly posted. Now I'll copy this document number. Accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, document, reverse, individual reversal. I'll come to reverse now. I'm giving the document number. This document number is supposed to reverse. I'm giving. Why you want to reverse? There are some reasons I have to give. Wrongly posted. Okay, 01, I'll give the 01, wrongly posted. Now, before the display, before I reverse the document, I want to see the display. See, earlier the 40 was electricity bill and 50 was petty cash. Okay, this is the document you want to reverse because I posted the wrongly amount. Okay, this is the document. Okay, now go back. Just click on post. Now, document 1003 was posted in the company code 1710. New document has created for the reversal document. Now I'll go back. I'll display the document FB03. I'm coming to FB03. See, this is the document number 2020. And in the simultaneously, I'll open one more. I'll open one more session also for you, all of you. Okay. Now I'll open the FB03. Same thing. FB03 also I will open. I'll give the document number 1 here because earlier document number 0. I'll give the first document number. Or let me show all the documents, Mahesh. Don't give any number. 2020. That is for SCA. Now see here. Now if I click on the first item, if I click on the overview, now see here. Now the 50 has become the electricity bill and the 40 has become the petty cash because it is reversed. Earlier, the 40 was the electricity bill and 50 was the petty cash. Now it has been reversed. You can see it is reversed. Now it's completely reversed. Means earlier the document you are completely nullified. Now it has been reversed and you maintained it as a nullified document. So what is the original document? This is the reversal document, Mahesh. What is the original document you are reversed? There is an option. See, there is a new checkbox has come here. There is a new bar. Okay, there is a new option has come. If you click on the reversal document, see here. This is the original document. The original document was 40 and 50 with electricity bill and the petty cash, 40 and 50. The reversal document, see here, the change you can see here. The reversal document number is 103, 40 and 50, 50 and 40 here. Now, the document number 1 was reversed. Now I'll come to the list. See, this document has reversed. Okay, now I will add. I will add the reversal flag, reversal posting. I want to add one more also, reversal reason here. So let me put it in here. Okay, let me put it in here in the alphabetical order. Reversed. Okay, I'm adding reverse document number, request number, reversal reason also. I see. I'm adding all the 4 fields. Reversal flag, reversal posting date, when you are reversed the document, okay, document number, why you are reversed. All the 4 fields are coming over here. Now you can see here, all the 4 fields are going to be coming over here. Okay. So all the 4 fields are going to be, you are reversed this document, yes. Now the tick mark has come. Means this document has got reversed. What happened to the remaining 2 documents? These documents are not yet reversed. So you can see there is an empty over here. So what is the tick mark? X means X is nothing but flag set, event raised. That is nothing but document has reversed. Now you can see the document has reversed over here. So if I double click on it, see here, 40 and 50, what is the reversal document number? The reversal document number is 103 like this. And
Mahesh,
the document type which has been reversed is going to be called as AB. It is not reversed in the same document type. It has reversed in the AB document type. Yes, sir.
Mahesh.
Yes, sir. Ask the question, sir.
Yeah, actually this is only reversal, but
Correct.
we need to correct it. We need to enter one more entry, right? For correct one.
Correct one. You need to post a new document now. You already nullified this document. Okay, assume that you have nullified this document. Okay, now this document is no more available in SAP. I mean to say that it has been reversed and it has been closed. So what I will do here, I'll copy the same document, and there is an option called as a post with reference option here. Now when I go to /n f-02, I'll go and I have an option called post with reference. I'll give the original document number. I'll give the financial year 2020, and I want to have a same line items. The line items are going to be the same, debit and credit, but the amount I want to make it a difference. See here. Now the date is coming, everything is coming as per the original document. Now you can see here. If you want to change the account, you can change the account. Now I'll press enter. Here, I'll put it as a 1000. Here I'm taking it as 1,000. Earlier it was 100. Now I'm taking it as 1,000. Now I want to go to the next line item. Here also, I'm making it as 1,000. Now I'll owe you. Now see here, I'm correcting the document now. Now I'm posting. Now new document will be created. Now you can see here, new document will be created now. See, document 4 was created actually. So before posting, I'll give some text here, why it has been created as a 4th document actually. Now new document has come. What happened to the original document? The original document is no more available in SAP. Why? Because it has been nullified now. It has been nullified. What exactly the document I'll do in SAP. Clear?
So Mahesh, do we have to have like the posting period open for this, or can we also post to a closed period?
You want to say only for the reversal, or you want to repost it?
Both. Let's say I have my original entry posted in Jan, correct?
Very good.
Then in March, I realized that, I made a mistake. I need to correct it. So then I can go ahead and put the reversal entry and the corrected entry. Do I have to go back and open the Jan period, or can
no need to open the Jan period, because already Jan period has been closed now. January period has been closed. Now you are in the month of February, or you are in the month of March, example. Now in the month of February, March, you want to reverse the original document for the month of January. So
yes.
In this case, the system will check whether the period 3 is open or closed, not the January month.
Okay. But still we can have the original document reference number from January.
Exactly. Why? Because I'm not touching anything, because I'm not posting any documents in the month of January. I'm reversing the January posting month, the accounting document in the month of February, as well in the month of March.
Okay.
Yeah, you can ask the question, sir.
Yes, I put it down there. Like when
posting a transaction in company code, I got error. Company code not assigned to the country or to the calculation procedure. So nothing to do with this, sir. Okay, so whenever you have created any country or something like calculation procedure, just come here, sir. So which country, sir? Which company code, sir?
So JP10.
Okay, so country is going to be the US or India? So while you're creating the company code, which company code which country you have given?
Canada.
Canada. Okay. Now come here, financial accounting. Come to the financial accounting global settings. So here we have an option called that. This is first time it will get the errors. Second time it will not get. Okay. Tax on sales and purchase. You come to the basic settings. And here we have an option called as the assign country to calculation procedure. Assign country to the calculation procedure. And go to the country Canada. Go to the country Canada, search for the country Canada, CA. And here the procedure is missing actually. So normally the system will ask for any procedure. For a meanwhile, you can take the Canada, any procedure which is there over here. Okay. So it is not coming. Okay, directly, or otherwise I'll do one thing. Okay, 1 second, sir. 1 second. Tomorrow we are starting a GL accounting. I want everybody to get presented. Okay, so very, very important topics. Okay, so we are entering into the main topics. Okay, so the GL will be starting from tomorrow. And I'll tell you, okay, I'll ask you afterwards. Okay, so there is one question.
Also, somebody asked how to do an auto reverse entry. What is that auto reverse?
Just now it's shown, na? Just now it's shown, na? FB08 is the transaction, I shown that. Now, sir, you do one thing, okay? So your company code, I'll go to your company code, okay? So I'll go to your company code, okay? What is your company code? Let me search for your company code, okay? JP01, sir?
10.
JP10 is not available, sir.
No, I'm not sure. I have it on my system.
JP is not available here. If you see here, JP is not available.
No, it's on my system, which I'm using. I created my company code.
Okay, okay. Then you do one thing, sir. Then come like this, okay? You do one thing. Just make a note of this, okay? Just come to the financial account.
This is the first time when you're creating a company code, you have to do this step. Like
exactly. Only for one time. If the second person is creating the company code with the same country, he's supposed not to do. Okay, so first person he's doing. The first person, it will ask for the error for the first person, not for the second person. So when you come to the financial accounting global settings, when you come to the tax on sales and purchase, if you come to the basic settings. And here in the basic settings, we have a call as a first time. This is only the first time. Second time it will not get. Okay, so you will not encounter any kind of errors. So assign country to calculation procedure here. So come here, and because you are using the country called as a Canada. So Canada is the CA. Make sure that you are assigning one country to like this. You have to assign one for any procedure. Okay, you can go to the help of SAP. Okay, you should assign here. Okay, any procedure you can assign.
You can just put any number there, like anything. It doesn't.
No, just copy any other thing and just put it over here.
Okay.
Okay, not.
Okay, thanks very much.
Okay, for a meanwhile. Okay, so then it will allow you to post any transaction.
Mahesh.
Madam.
Every month end I have to do recurring auto recurring entries and auto reversing entries. So where we can do it here in SAP?
So you want to do the auto recurring and auto reversal postings, anything? Okay, so that's a separate topic is there. I'll explain you when we come to the accruals and reversals.
Okay.
So accruals and deferrals are there actually. So I'll show that. Okay, so I'll explain you that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So these are the posting keys actually. So you got understood about why the reversal posting key has been given. If I go to the 50, now the reversal posting key here is going to be the 40. You can see here. And here the 50 is always going to be called as a credit. In the same way, you can see the different posting keys for the different options. Whenever you're posting vendor invoice, vendor will become the credit and the GL account will become the debit. So here for the vendor invoice, 31 is the posting key where I'm going to be using as a credit for the vendor like this. So these posting keys are deferred for the transaction to transaction based on the account types you're posting. For vendor, there will be a separate set of posting keys. For customer, there will be a separate set of posting keys. Like this, we have a different set of posting keys for each and every vendor and customer GL like that. So we need to be very careful. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Do we have to memorize these, or like are these defaulted in the system?
See, these are the defaulted. Memorizing is nothing but don't take a printout and don't by heart it. Okay, so while you're doing the practice, it will be get memorized.
Okay, and also like let's say you reverse that one transaction. So if I want to see all the document history for 2020, will the original entry still be shown and then the reversal will be still shown, or both of them will be nullified?
Both of them will be shown, madam. Both of them will be shown. See, for example, if I come to FB03, this is the, if I come to FB03 for displaying of the document, I don't know the document numbers. Okay, leave the field empty. Just come to the 2020 financial year. Now I want to see here. Now when you come to here, I want to see all the documents posted to SA. And also I want to see AB also. AB is nothing but where I reverse the documents. Okay. So just go to the multiple selection and give the both of them, AB and both the document type. SA is the original document and AB is the reversal document type. Now for 2020, I given both the documents. So you can see the green color is coming in. There are some parameters, there's some selection parameters you have inserted. Okay, so that's the reason. For the remaining, you cannot see the green color. Okay, so let's execute. Now see here. There is one AB document is there. There are 4 SA documents are there here like this. So you can see the complete figure out here. Clear?
So why is it not displaying the amounts?
What, madam?
Why is it not displaying the amounts, just the document number?
Now you can okay, here I selected only the options which are going to be required, like company code. Okay, you can see the display columns have been displayed with only these 4 columns. I can see only 4, but you can see the remaining are there. Okay, whichever you want to add, you can add it over here.
If I want an amount column, I can add it there to the display list.
So this is only the display, no, madam. This is only the display. If you go into the deeper here, you can go and see the net amount and everything here. Okay, so here, what I have to do here, okay, so the amount will be only available. So if I want to see the amount or something like, okay, I'll show that also. 1 second.
Amount won't be there because the amount's line item. This is all header information.
Yes. So now here you can see the local currency and everything over here. So now I'm going to be adding which currency you have posted everything. Okay. So if I want to go into the amount, then I'll go into the amount. So here you need to update what is the local currency type and everything and what is the local currency. And okay. So once I given here, now I posted the currency in USD. Now select the document and see here and what is the amount you have posted over here. So directly I can come and seek in here. Clear?
Yes.
Because it is a dollar amount is in the detail record line item. It is not showing there, right?
Exactly.
Okay. It will show only item 1.
Yes, madam.
So then there is no way for me to know that AB document belongs to which one unless I open it.
You can open and you can see that the option is available. Okay, you can see the local currency amount and everything like that.
Okay.
And these posting keys, as I told you, that these are the control indicators of FI. What do you mean by control indicators of FI? Now, my management, okay, so actually for posting of general ledger accounting entries, for any GL accounting entries, for example. Now, for example, I'm posting as some accounting /n f-02. I'm posting one accounting entry now. Okay, for example, any accounting entry doesn't matter. Okay, so now I'm debiting this account. 663 is nothing but my account I'm debiting now. If I press enter in the debit, this is what exactly I can see the debit entry. In the debit entry, why see Mahesh, you are entering the amount, okay, that is required for me, tax is required for me, tax deduction code is required for me, cost center is required for me, but I don't want this. What is this WBS element network? Why the order? Okay, why you're giving all these things? Why you're confusing me by giving all these things over here? Because I don't require for any debit account for this. When I'm debiting this account, I don't want this all the fields which is unnecessary for me, which I'm not going to supposed to enter here. So what I have to do here, I have to come to the, so in which posting key it is making. It is in the posting key called as the 40, but don't change anything. Just I'm explaining you where you have to change. I'll explain. Okay. If I come to the debit posting key 40, if I select the debit posting key, if I click on the choose, here we have an option called as the field status. We have an option called as the maintain field status. Now, if I click on the maintain field status, here we are going to be seeing some, okay, selected groups are there. In these selected groups, now, for example, I want to delete this WBS element or something like, okay, sales order or network or anything. I don't want to show something like. So these all the options will be available in the additional account assignment. If I double click on it, there are three options: suppress, required, optional. So which are all the fields you want to suppress, you can make it as a suppress. Which are all the fields you want to make it as a required, means once it has made it as a required, you have to enter. You cannot leave the field empty. Whichever the field you want to make it as an optional, you can make it as optional. See, all the fields are optional, because if it is a required, I can see the tick mark here. Something like tick mark will be there, which is going to be the required. But these all the fields are going to be optional. You can see these all the fields I kept it as under the optional only. Now let us assume that. I want to make the sales order as a required, or something like, okay, now I'm making it as a required. Example, sales order I'm making as a required. WBS element I'm making it as a required. In which, only in the first 40 posting key. Now I'm saving. But don't do in the real time. I'll explain why, because there are a lot of conflicts that will be coming. Okay, don't do in the real time. I'll explain you why you should not do. Because there is another setting we have to do before this that will come into the GL. Now I'm giving the date. Now see one more time. I'm giving the date and everything same GL account, but here I'm giving the posting key as a 40 because whatever the changes I've done over there. Now see here, WBS element is the required, tick mark, and the sales order make it as a tick mark. See here, and the remaining all the fields are optional. Because you are doing the changes in 40. But Mahesh, this 40 is the posting key is not only I'm using for this account. For all the debit GL accounts, I'm using this 40. Make sure that you are making this WBS element and the sales order as a required entry only for this particular GL account. You are making the changes in 40. 40 is a universal. For all the remaining accounts, it will be so. Wherever I'm using the 40, irrespective of this account, I'm using whether this account or not account, this account or any other account, but the WBS element and the sales order is making as the required entry. No, I don't want this kind of setting. I only for particular this GL account only for this particular GL account in the debit posting key. I want this WBS element and the sales order should be required. So in that case, what I will do here, I'll come back. I'll come back and double click on it and make the original settings as it is. Don't make any changes. Okay. Now I'll come to same thing, F-02. I'll made it as optional. Now F-02, once again, I'll go to the same GL account. Now the WBS element and the sales order made it as an optional. Now, for which are all the accounts you want to give the WBS element, give the account, and which are all the accounts if you don't want to give the WBS element and the sales order, leave it as an empty because it is an optional field for you. So it acts as a field status, which is the control indicator. So posting keys are going to be called as the control indicators, where we have an option called as suppress, required, optional, and display. So which field you want to make it as a required, which field you want to make it a suppress. So you can make it as any act. And these posting keys are completely dependent on field status group. A field status variant. Tomorrow is a very, very important class. These posting keys and the field status variants are very, 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 very important. So I expect everybody, because tomorrow we are starting a GL accounting with the field status variant and everything. So I want everybody to do the practice till here. So tomorrow, let me see how far you're doing the practice. I'll give some assignments tomorrow. I want everybody to get practice.
So, Mahesh, the only place like we have to refer, let's say if I want to refer any of the document that you thought or anything like that, so then that's
First of all,
that
do one thing actually. So don't refer any books as of now. I'm telling, frankly, I'm telling, don't refer any books.
Okay.
So first, what you have to do, all of you here, go to my, okay, I'll tell you one example. Go to the block. For every block, for every whichever the topics which I've taken, I have given you the topic names here. So today's class, 27th, okay, the today's class, I given the topic name as the posting key. So which particular video you want to see the recording, just go and see the recording and do the practice. Don't refer any books as of now, I'm telling.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So the assignment you're going to give, will you give like that topic wise, because that will be helpful. So let's say if I want to practice and like if I miss something and I want to go and refer that particular session, then I can do that, right?
No, see, for example, I see assignment in the, see, I want, see, not a bits and pieces. I'm not following any agile process here. Assignment means whatever the classes we have done from the starting, from the creating of the company quarter till the date. So if you go into the practice, it will not take even if it will not take more than 1.5 hours to 2 hours for you. I'm telling extremely. So it's a very small topics actually. So just prepare yourself in those topics which I'm going to be conducting from the company quarter till the date.
No, agreed. But what I'm saying is like, can you give assignment for like, from session 1 to session 10, like, like one assignment like that, and then from session 10 to
just see,
20.
no, I understand that. Just go and see the preparation for yourself. How far you can prepare. Then based on that, I can filter out.
Okay.
All of you.
Mahesh, when I'm posting a transaction,
Sir.
and on my system there are no GL, like there is no, like, see, when you click on the account, right?
No, don't, because still we are not came to the, we have to complete one more topic called as field status group. Okay, today we have done only up to the level of posting key. There is one more topic called as the field status group is there. So once you complete that, we have to do this. Actually, we have to go to the field status variant. There is one more topic called field status variant. Tomorrow we are discussing. After that, we are entering into the GL. There, I will explain you what is the chart of accounts, account groups, how to create the GL accounts and everything.
Okay, because when I'm trying to practice,
No, don't go up to the postings. Postings, here I'm explaining you the postings only to make you to explain about the concept, but we are not come to the topic of postings over there. So it will take some time for us to get into that.
Okay, thank you.